Child Rescue Coalition is a nonprofit organization. We're dedicated to fighting child exploitation.
We assist law enforcement with education, technology, legal guidance, and the data so that they can go out there and find those offenders that are hurting children.
We take in 30 to 50 million leads a day where officers can identify, arrest, and prosecute these child predators.
Nobody else in the world is able to do what we do. Our technology is unique. It gives policing a unique perspective and insight onto the abuse of children. And actually, we need to have more and more officers using our equipment, using the equipment that we've developed over years so successfully to rescue more of them.
Too much time in law enforcement is spent on reactionary-based law enforcement rather than proactive-based law enforcement. And if we'd focus more on proactive-based law enforcement, we'd find a lot more children that are being sexually abused.
So this year is the 10-year anniversary of Child Rescue Coalition, and we couldn't be more proud and more happy about the accomplishments we've made in the last 10 years.
We've been able to grow the coalition, increasing law enforcement use of our technology all around the world, and ultimately rescuing more children. 10 years ago, we were in roughly 30 countries at the time and had a little over 4,000 arrests. Now we've grown to being used in 97 countries around the world and arrested over 14,000 child predators.
Child Rescue Coalition works with law enforcement by providing technology that they couldn't produce on their own. So we really have to rely on each other, because without them, what we do would be irrelevant. And without us, they wouldn't have the proper insight into where child abuse is occurring.
Child Rescue Coalition came from TLO. TLO was started by Hank Asher, and it was a company that fusioned data and that was able to provide an overview seeking criminals on the internet.
Over the last 10 years, technology has just exploded. And so our general course of development is just to follow the technology and follow where the bad guys are going on the internet.
Child Rescue Coalition has changed dramatically over the last few years. It started off in 2014 as being the primary system upon which we responded to the threat of the viewing and the sharing of child sexual abuse material. We've now developed the technology to be able to target a completely different threat to great success.
When we started this 10 years ago, I did it because I knew I was so passionate about the belief that this technology could really change the world. But what I didn't know is if other people would believe in it, want to support it, and want to get involved. And it's been amazing. We've seen the community just rally behind us, and it's just empowered us to do more, to be more effective, to be able to create more change. And I'm just so proud of this coalition that we've built together.
Predators typically have 50 to 150 victims in their lifetime. Ways that you can support Child Rescue Coalition is by getting loud and spreading awareness about this horrific issue that is happening.
Learn how to protect yourself and your loved ones. Educate yourselves, educate your children, educate your family.
Most people don't know how much harm is taking place on the internet, so it's important to try and educate both the children and the parents so that they can be the first line of defense to try and protect themselves from harm.
Parents simply should not be operating on the premise that because my child is in the house, upstairs in their bedroom, that they're safe. Because by having a smart device, the whole world is able to enter their bedroom.
It's going to take all of us, outside of law enforcement, nonprofits, tech platforms, to come together to solve the problem.
We need to link arms together to end this horrific issue, to end child sexual abuse and exploitation.